beat, I was tryna beat a face. 21. Put it in your mouth, how it tastes, little bitch.
No! Listen, we know that truck video with the two chicks standing on the tire. Everybody knows it was staged. You don't gotta keep telling me in the comments. But this is the shit that we're talking about. Just because that one video was staged does not mean that anything else like this doesn't actually happen. And that was the whole point I was trying to make. But it went over your head. You know, I never hit a woman. But in this case, I'm fucking considering it. Thankfully, I know a lot of females in the car community, so I would never have to. But I'm pretty sure I know a few of them would come running across the lot and Spartan kick her ass off, and it would be fucking amazing.
We'll begin the curl-ups now. Ready? Begin. Up. Down. 1. Up. Down. 2. Up. Down. 3. Up. Down. 4.
Ayo, my best friend's rich check.
I make shit look easy, but they don't know what it takes.
At 150.
You can send your best man, you gon' lose your best hitter. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? It be the booty for me. She a little cuter than me. She might not do it for you, little nigga, but she finna do it for me.
Hot take of the day, all police cars should be easily identifiable. Their whole purpose is to protect and serve. Be easily identifiable for citizens to be able to seek and receive help. In America, we have a ton of these ghost-style police cruisers, which are usually all black or all white police cruisers with decals that match the body paint color. And in my opinion, while this may not be entrapment in and of itself, it is very much so teetering on that line. The sole purpose of American police having these kind of units is to wait incognito until someone commits a minor traffic offense and then act upon it. These vehicles are in no way, shape, or form meant to protect anyone. They are solely meant to hide in plain sight until you harmlessly do 10 miles an hour over the speed limit and generate revenue off of you. Like I said, while entrapment would require that they are coercing you into committing these kind of offenses, this is getting really fucking close to it. You know, just normal traffic driving around, don't mind me. You passed me at 10 over the speed limit, gotcha, fucker.
Who wants to get gapped?
Look at how she walk, she walk to me.
are must-have tools for beginners to start modding a car. If you want to be like me and build a 1200 horsepower Shelby GT500 or a 1968 Mustang with a Kyrie swap, this video is for you. Here's my handy dandy tool bag, and the first tool that you will need is a deep socket set from Amazon, 20 bucks. This is my most used and honestly most favorite tool. Everybody has check engine lights and you need to go ahead and read those check engine lights. I use Fix ID. You simply just plug it in and you can read the codes on your phone. This goes for like 60 bucks, but if you use my coupon code, you can get it for 20. You're gonna need to lift up your car and get underneath it, and I highly recommend go with the low profile jack. Stay away from these cheap jacks. They don't get the job done, especially if you lower your car. You need a low profile jack. I got mine for 80 bucks at Harbor Freight. And don't even think about getting a jack without doing jack stands. This is for safety purposes. Ever go underneath your car unless you have these bad boys. If you want to take off your wheels or do any suspension work, you need a breaker bar because those bolts are literally on so tight. And the last tools I have here is just a basic wrench set. This is gonna get you started and get you very far. This is where I started, and now look where I'm at.
This is how easy it is to charge an electric car at an electric forecourt.
High grid serve. 20 for rapid chargers. Zap zap. Tap tap. Charge me up, baby. Chug chug.
That easy.
Features in this Genesis G80 that just make sense.
You don't have to slam the doors shut, just bring it to a close, and it'll soft close the rest of the way. If the people in the back are getting a little bit annoyed by the sun, you can just pull up these sunshades to block it. Oh, and there's another sunshade on the rear window as well. Genesis knows that you might want to ride in the back seat, so they put these little controls on the passenger seat so that you can slide this front seat forward. When you put on the turn signal, you get a camera that shows you what's in your blind spot. How cool is that? You can put the climate control on auto, but then even on auto, it has high, medium, and low settings for the fan speed. When you turn on the windshield wipers, it gives you a little menu that tells you what position the windshield wipers are on. The center console opens butterfly style, so if somebody has their arm resting on here, it'll only open up this side. Some nice touches from Genesis.
Welcome to the show. It's an all-girl party, clothing optional.
Me and your girlfriend playing dress up at my house. I gave your girlfriend cunnilingus on my couch. She cute, kawaii.
Now we've all seen cars shooting flames at car meets like this. It's a little thing we like to call two-step. You know we had to whip these out. Think of two-step as a secondary rev limit, meaning you have one rev limit set at about 5,000 RPM, and then obviously your second rev limit would be at 9,000 RPM, your red line. That's where the name two-step comes from. Now the reason you would want a lower rev limit is to maximize your traction for a launch, aka launch control. Now for turbocharged cars, there's actually a bigger advantage that you can do for your two-step. And it's actually kind of similar to anti-lag, even though two-step and anti-lag are different. If you were to delay the ignition timing and add extra fuel set at that lower rev limit, you can actually build up boost while you're sitting stationary. So that's why you see a lot of like Supras and drag cars, you'll hear them wah, bop, 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 and they'll start shooting flames. What they're actually doing is building up boost in the turbo, so you're at full boost sitting still.
There's a reason why I am known as the CEO of RBs.
Send this to your friends to see what suits you the best. BMW edition.
Catch stunts in my 745. You drive me crazy, shorty. I need to see you and feel you next to me.
Welcome, another toolbox tour. Mediocre window snap-on extractor set, oil filter housing sockets, Torx, tamper Torx, knee torque, fan clutch service kit, caliper service kit, drum brake service kit, compression tester, rethreading cylinder leakage tester.
It's a Nissan.
Review my friend's car is part 11. This is my friend's car. Wow. Wheel and wheel gap. Look at the booty. Moving on to the interior. God, that's a steering wheel. Some fast car things and a fire extinguisher. Hella gauges. Wow, that one's big. Manual windows. Wow. Skull door locks. Moving on the trunk. Wow, got a sub. 1, 2 batteries. Moving on under the hood. Hey, open faster. Hey, open faster. More fast car things. Oh my god, so shiny. Wow, so shiny. Supercharger. Overall, I rate this car a 9 out of 10. I don't like American Muscle, but you know, it's supercharged. We should slam it. And more negative camber.
I already know I'm gonna get so much shit from this video because she has so many followers. But as a member of the car community, why are you so annoyed that so many people are joining the car scene? If it was men or boys that were joining the car scene, you wouldn't have anything to say, but because it's a female, you've got an issue with it. You're not the only girl that's into cars. You can't just gatekeep it because you think you're cool or whatever. Like, just be glad that more people are getting comfortable to join in the car scene because it's such a judgy fucking scene to be in anyway. Like, what is the point of being so mean? I don't understand. I really don't understand. Also, you're not the only person in the world that owns an R32. Get over yourself. It's so pathetic, honestly.
I might just hit it through a horn. That's on my element. I like dark skin. Love a melanin. Heart pushing me to tone. When I'm stepping in 30 bottles of the scene till I'm sentiment. I had the Lambo. Switch to the Rari. I'm a gangster, but I like to party. Pop a Birkin. Go retarded. I'm a Brooklyn nigga, I'm cold hearted. That's why I like the night girl, like Riri. Every time she see me, she wanna eat me. I saw like Justin Bieber, please believe me. I said bye.
Cars you didn't know that share the same engine. Oh look, it's just a 350Z. Wait, what? Always remember, never judge a book by its cover.
Ta-da! I did it! Woo! Oh my god, it is so big. What the? Look at this thing. It is absolutely massive. Oh my gosh.
Le Project Car Chronicles. You crusty shift bezel. Let's see if we can make this look better. Let's paint. Wrinkle paint is so cool. Heat gun. Waha. Glitter tape. I love it. What shift knob should I get? Need a radio to lull.
Daddy set the bar real high, showed me what a real man looks like. It's gonna take one to fill those shoes. In his eyes, nothing less will do.
This may very well be my most controversial video to date, but this is all my honest opinion. A bunch of highly skilled drivers who know their cars like the back of their hand picking an empty, flat, far away from anything, isolated highway on the outskirts of Houston at 3 to 4 in the morning to go street race is 100% a victimless crime. And I'm sorry, but that's the hill I'll die on. Like back in the day, people were street racing on Westheimer and Brittmore. That was the big thing. And I understand people being upset about that. Those are busy roads that have a lot of residential and commercial zones on them. But you look at some of these stretches of 99 that people race on, it's 2 lanes either way, dead flat, dead empty at 3 in the morning. And you look on both sides of the highway and it's nothing but fucking fields. In this scenario, the only people who are putting themselves in danger are the street racers themselves. And they know that. And that's why they choose these conditions. Empty highway, 3 in the morning, nothing around them, just them. And these guys are skilled drivers. You don't see compilations on YouTube of them crashing like the takeover dickheads.
First date advice for a car guy from a car guy. Stop taking women on first dates in your nice car. You guys gotta pick them up in your shit box, because if they won't ride with you in your shit box, what makes you think they deserve to ride in anything else?
Car brands that I find boring or just not that interesting. And before we get started, I got some anal cream right here, so in case if you get butt hurt, you know, you just rub this on your asshole. First off, we have Buick. Sure, they had some pretty cool cars in the past, like the Grand National and the GSX, but their cars are just so bland. And pretty much anyone who drives a Buick is either an old lady or a Chinese person. Fun fact, Buick is actually pretty popular in China. You still need this? Just let me know. Next up, we have Kia. And I used to work at a Kia dealership, and I can tell you from personal experience, these cars are pretty boring. Okay, yeah, sure, they got the Stinger, but they also got this fucking thing. And another fun fact, I actually got hit by an idiot who drives a Kia Soul.
Shut up, idiot.
Damn. Well, I got news for you. Oh boy, what is it? Well, we see you guys have been playing around in street racing on our public highways for years now, so we got Camaros now. Playtime's over. You're making it sound like playtime just started. What are you talking about? Half the cars that you race on the highways are Camaros. I'd be a little bit more worried if I were you. It just sounds like y'all are trying to make General Motors happy. You bought 50 stock-ass LT1s that nobody in our world is actually afraid of. How does that make any sense? These things literally make well over 400 horsepower and are literally built to go fast. If they weren't fast, why are you using them? So you're telling me that you're going to try and take a bunch of 400 some horsepower cars out to stop people making quadruple digit horsepower from racing? Well, clearly something about it is working. We made 43 arrests last night alone, and one of them was a Lamborghini that we then seized. That Lamborghini? The one that was making headlines because the guy paid the tow truck driver off to drop it off at his house? Yeah, go check your impound lots. It's not there. And you made 43 arrests out of how many people that were street racing last night? You caught the slow and obedient ones. Stop getting so excited.
We'll begin the curl-ups now. Ready? Begin. Up. Down. 1. Up. Down. 2. Up. Down. 3. Up. Down. 4. Up. Down. 5.
That hurt a lot. Oh my god.
You said this was a pretty junky ride you just used for your dad's work, but I actually like it. It runs really good and it's small and kind of cute, like you. What kind of car is it anyway?
I bet you haven't seen a cleaner car.
Gotta go to Home Depot, pick up some supplies. Yeet. Ding. Yes, I got a whole ass cart for 4 cans of paint. Oops. That's pretty much it. Now I wait for it to dry. Have a nice day.